Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Coach Latanya. Welcome to Elevate Wellness. So today I want to share with you what I eat in a day. I've been in this industry now for over 20 years and I help people every day online elevate wellness through products, programs, and services. I teach my clients that if you really want effective weight loss, eat the foods that your body loves, okay, not just your taste buds, but also what your body needs. I believe that food is medicine, and so we want to be able to formulate our meals or build our meals in such a way that it is healing and restorative to our fitness routines, whatever we're going through, lifestyle, etc. Okay, so today I'm going to be sharing with you what I eat in a day and why I eat those foods. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. What I eat in a day. So for the most part, it's 3:30 right now, and I want to just give you an example of, this is not my busiest day. This is an average day for me, okay? So right now it's 3:30, and I have over 10,000 steps, and I have burned about 400 calories. Now, I do plan to work out. I have 2 more appointments. I'm going to do a quick little 20-30 minute workout for myself, and then I have 2 appointments later this evening, okay? So I'll probably have about 13,000 steps, and I'll probably burn about another 200 to 300 calories, okay? So I should be at about 600 to 700 calories. That's a typical day for me. Sometimes I'm under if my day is really slow. I don't have a lot going on, which I actually plan for some of those days, especially if I've been really busy. But for the most part, anywhere between 10, 16,000 steps, that's about my average, okay? So that means that I need to have at least 2,000 calories today. Now, I'm not big on counting calories, but I do track them because I want to make sure that I'm not under eating. Because I found for myself personally, as well as people that I've worked with in the past, as well as people that I've worked with in the past, and even now, that when we undereat, right, when we cut calories a little bit too low, we find the weight is not moving, and sometimes the weight is actually coming on because we're holding on to body fat, we're holding on to fluid, and the body is really trying to preserve life, okay? When we're under eating too long, it can throw our hormones off. It can cause hair thinning, hair breakage, hair fall, brittle nails, foggy, irritability, feeling fatigue. So many, and that's just a few. Headaches, dizziness, lightheaded. So many issues can come from that. It can even be a strain on our hearts. I recommend implementing weight training, implementing walking workouts, and a sensible meal plan to help you tap into that body fat storage. Some pictures so that I'll be able to share so you can see what that looks like, all right? So a typical day for me is getting up by 5:30 in the morning so that I can get ready for my 6:30 or 7:30 appointment. That's usually around the time that I'm working with my first appointment. So I try to eat anywhere between 6:30. If I'm training someone at 7:30, I have at least an hour before. Okay, so my first meal consists of, I'm going to be showing you my protein pancake. Now the protein pancake, I have a half a cup of blueberries. I mix one scoop and a half of protein powder. And then I put in that protein powder a mixture of 2 tablespoons of hemp hearts. I also put in there 3 tablespoons of chia seed. What else do I put? And 1 egg. 1 egg, and I put a little bit of water, about 2 tablespoons of water. Mix that up. I also add in there about 5 pumps of my olive oil. So it's about a half a tablespoon of olive oil. And then I put the other half of tablespoon in the pan to cook it so that it doesn't stick to the pan. All right, so my first meal of the day, again, is like around 6:30 in the morning, and I'm having at least 700 and some change calories for my first meal. That's when I break fast, okay? Now, that's around 6:30, so at 10:30, 11 o'clock, I'm having my second meal. And my second meal can be anything from tacos, and I have that with 2 corn tortillas. I have that with avocado, red onion, because I love red onion, chopped up tomatoes. I use ground beef. I use about 3 to 4 ounces of ground beef, depending on what I have left over. And then what else do I have? I'll have 2 of those, and that's about 500 to 600 calories. With that, sometimes I'm going to be showing you, what did I have? And this particular day, I made a chicken on sourdough bread. But sourdough bread has been known to help people that, and that just runs in my family. We don't tolerate a lot of grains. Corn I can tolerate and things like that, but not the traditional wheat, flour, all that type of stuff. Okay, so the sourdough bread helps with it because it's fermented, and so it really helps with gut health. So I have 1 slice of sourdough bread, and I had that with about 4 ounces of chicken breast. I enjoy chicken breast because chicken breast is really high in protein. And one of my goals is to make sure that I'm getting enough protein. And I try to get in 1 gram per pound of body weight. So I'm having anywhere between 135 to 145 grams of protein. If I'm doing a lot that day, I'll go a little bit over, more to the 145 side than the 130, 135 side. So that way it gives my body the opportunity to repair and to build muscle, because building muscle helps to improve the metabolism, which helps our bodies to burn body fat better. Okay, it helps us to stay leaner, it helps us to stay more toned, and I love the way I feel with protein. When I had like more of the plant-based protein, like I said, I've tried going more vegan, more plant-based. I've tried that diet 4 times, and it just does not work for me. It does work for some people, and if it does, I think that's excellent. I really do. I'm looking to see if my dog is there, but however, it does not work for me. So I try to mix up my proteins. Okay, I try to vary or diversify my proteins with plant-based as well as animal source protein. Okay, so in this picture you'll see I'm having the kale salad with pumpkin seeds and cranberries, which I love. So the pumpkin seeds has some plant-based protein in it. And then I also have the 4 ounces of chicken breast, put some tomatoes on it because I love tomatoes. Top that with some sourdough bread, and sometimes I'll put some avocado on that, a half of an avocado, to make sure that I'm getting that. Now you'll also notice too that I don't have a lot of salad dressing. I don't do a lot of salad dressing, but when I do, this comes in the bagged kale salad. I only use a little bit of it, just enough to get taste, but not even, maybe a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons, really not, but it's really not a lot. It's a small amount for that cup that I have, 1 to 2 cups of the kale salad that I have. So that's my second meal at 10:30. Which means my next meal would be at 11, 12, 1, around 2:30, 3 o'clock. I'm having my next meal. So I'm actually going to have another meal after I do this video. Now, in this picture, I'm showing you another slice of sourdough bread because it was really, really good. And I worked out that day. So I wanted to make sure that I had enough carbs. So I had another slice of my sourdough bread, and that was about an ounce, okay? An ounce of sourdough bread, and then I had that with lentil soup. It was delicious. Lentil soup, carrots, celery, onion. I used a base of chicken broth to make this soup, and then I didn't put quinoa in this one, but sometimes I'll have it with quinoa because the lentils and the quinoa together is another source of protein, and so I'm getting my plant-based protein in that way. Lentils are also very good for gut health as well. So again, food is medicine. So I'm eating for gut health, I'm eating for building muscle, I'm eating for balancing hormones, I'm making sure that I'm getting that fat in. And I think I actually put some butter on my sourdough bread. Now, if you watched my video before, I've stated that you will probably be shocked by the foods that I eat because it's not your typical diet food. It's not your typical fat loss food. And so it really is whole food. I eat, for the most part, I eat a whole food diet, okay? So butter on that bread is from grass-fed. I love like the Kerrygold or the Costco brand, and it's the low salt butter, not no salt, but low salt butter, and it is grass-fed. So I'm getting in quality fats with that as well, quality calories with that as well. So that is my third meal. Then I have a, in between that, I'll have like a protein shake. We're getting more protein from that protein shake. It's frozen, it's like an ice cream treat, and I really, really enjoy it, okay? So that is my meal. Now, sometimes I'll add another meal, and that one is my smallest meal of the day. So the bigger, I start out pretty big, and then I pyramid down, okay? So if I have another meal after that, that meal is just a handful of mixed nuts. I might throw a few cranberries in there, and I have it with tea. I love to have tea at night. Tea just for well-being. I make hibiscus tea, lavender tea. Sometimes I'll make calendula tea from my garden, and things like that. So I really believe in plant medicines, and so I like to have teas that help to promote health. I don't believe in waiting until you don't feel well to take medicine or take a tea. I believe in promoting wellness with tea. So a lot of times I have tea at night. That is a typical breakdown of my meals. Now, I wanted to state this, that I wanted to reiterate, the reason why I don't focus on calories, is because calories is energy, but if I'm not feeding my muscle, right? If I'm not feeding my muscle with quality protein, I'm not going to see the results that I'm looking for. So if I'm lifting heavier weight, but I'm not getting enough protein to rebuild or for that muscle to recover, I'm really not going to get the toned effect that I want to see. I'm not going to get that, okay? And if I'm not feeding that muscle, I'm not going to appear as tight as I want to appear either. So I want my abs to show, I want my arms to show, I want my legs to be toned. And in order for me to accomplish that, I have to make sure that my proteins are 1 gram per pound of body fat, but I also want to make sure that my hormones are balanced, that I feel satiated. I'm not eating every 2 hours. I'm not thinking about food all day long. I'm keeping my blood sugar stable, and so I make sure that I eat quality fats. That's where my hemp hearts come from. That's where my grass-fed butter comes from. That's where my what else? My avocado comes from. That's where if I use olive oil, right? I cook with the olive oil. That's where that comes from. That's where the mixed nuts come from, the almond butter. So all of those foods are whole foods, but whole foods that are put together for the purpose of helping my body to recover, okay? So I know this was a really short video, but I hope that it was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to answer your questions. If you would like more help putting together a plan that is sustainable for you and that fits your goal, your ability, and your lifestyle, hop over to LatanyaBaruch.com, my virtual wellness studio, and you and I can chat and create a plan that is specific to your goals, your lifestyle, and your ability. Elevating wellness is not a cookie cutter approach. It is an approach, it is a way for you to achieve those goals in a way that works for you, okay? So thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you've not already subscribed, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so the next time I upload a video, you will be among the first to be notified. I upload new workouts every Monday at 5 or 5:30, and coaching videos on Thursdays. If you're already a subscriber here, I want to thank you for coming back. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope that you find these videos helpful for your wellness journey. Until next time, live beautiful.